In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the building generator I've created, and I've used it to make all of these buildings right here. This building generator is compatible with Megascan modular building meshes, so we'll head over to Fab, grab some meshes and use them with this building generator. If you want to buy it, you can check out the product listing on fab.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. In my previous videos, you might have seen some tutorials on how I've made this generator. I've made some adjustments, especially to the roof part. It now includes Geometry Script, which makes the roof much more adaptable. Even for shapes like this, it can handle any shape for the building as well as the roof automatically. The way it works, that the Geometry Script generates the shape of the roof, and then we can sample the dynamic mesh that is generated to spawn tiles with PCG, or we can use a material with the dynamic mesh, and this is all automatic. So the dynamic mesh is generated inside the PCG, and it actually started with the flat roof, so it is super easy to create the dynamic mesh by the shape of the spline. So if you guys want, in the next video we can make a tutorial on how to make the dynamic mesh by the shape of the spline. I think this is very useful and it's very easy to do. We also have different type of roofs, like here we have a gable roof. Also we can spawn tiles on this, as you can see. I want to also thank Ryan Schmidt for helping me get the roof to work. I've asked him on Discord and he gave me the idea for the hipped roof. But to get started, we can go to the PCG folder, building, and we can drag and drop the tool into the level. And right now it's using default meshes that we've used before. So we will go to Fab, get some new meshes and try them. And we can also change the shape of the building by the spline. So if we hold Alt and drag, we can make a new point. Let's try putting the point right here. And as you can see, the changes appear in real time. So I'm gonna go with this shape. So let's go to Fab and get some building meshes. I was thinking something like red bricks. So maybe those. Let's try these. This is a lot shorter than the building, but it's fine. Alright, so now we go to the building, scroll to PCG, so we can access the parameters, and we want to change the building controls. First, we have the wall, and we're going to use this mesh. The windows. And as you can see, sometimes the alignment doesn't work, but we can adjust this by the mesh placement adjustment. So if we make it 0, now it's going to the back too much. So let's try 10. And as you can see, there is a gap. We can also fix this by reducing the horizontal size. try 0.95, maybe too much, 0.98. All right. For the door, we can scale it down. That's too much. Let's try 0.7. And with that, let's scale the size to 0.7. So basically, when you scale down the horizontal size, that's the size that the mesh occupied. So when you scale it down, it's going to take less space, which will make it possible to overlap with some other meshes. Okay, let's keep it on 0.7 and move it to the right by the mesh placement adjustment. Need to move it about 50. Okay, and let's change the corners. So for the corner, we're gonna use this. Also, as you can see, because the meshes are smaller, it fit 3 floors. Previously, it was 2 floors. And we're also still having an issue with the size of the window. Let's scale it down more. Okay, yeah, that's better. And we can also change the trim, or we can remove it. Let's remove the trim from this parameter. And when we remove the trim, it fits 1 more floor. Now for the corner, I think it's going to the right too much. So let's adjust the mesh placement. Okay, as you can see, the corner is facing the wrong direction because this side need to be on the left and this side need to be on the front. So we need to rotate it 90 degrees, and we can do this by the rotate attribute. So let's try rotating it 90. And now, yeah, now much better. And now we can adjust the placement, make it back to 0. And we can align it more, moving it to the right 30, move it to the left. And let's move it back. So to move it back, we can reduce the Y value in the mesh placement adjustment. And yeah, that looks better. And maybe with this type of building, it makes more sense to use flat roof. So we can disable this parameter and enable flat roof. It is peeking outside too much, so we need to adjust roof offset, try reducing it. That's too much. Yeah, that's better. And we can adjust the roof vertical offset, try -5. And now the roof is a bit down. And I can see also the door right here is peeking outside too much. So we can fix this again by the mesh placement adjustment. Let's try making it 0. That's too much. Let's try 20. And there is a gap right here. We can fix this by the mesh placement adjustment. But maybe we can also add a trim. So let's try and get a new trim mesh. Let's try this one. So we need to enable add a trim, and we need to add it right here. As well as the trim corner. The trim corner need to be rotated 90 degrees, so let's do that. And of course we need to adjust the placement of the trim. So let's try increasing this to 30, and we need to bring this back. So let's try -20. And we need to move this to the right. So let's try 35. All right, that's better. But also, as you can see, there's a gap. So what we could do is we can bring the wall corner down so that it covers this gap. And we can scale it a bit on the z-axis. So let's try 1.1. And now we can bring it down more. Yeah, that looked better. Now here we can see also that we can see the sky from the window, and that's because the roof material is not double-sided. And we also need to move the roof more down now. So let's do this. And the flat roof material is not double-sided. So if we open it, search for two-sided, we can enable it. And now the sky won't show. But this is how to use the building generator. As you can see, we've generated an entire building in minutes, and it was super easy. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.